Hello everyone, and now welcome to game 3 in this best of 3 series between JN and Daxi. Daxi is spawning as a blue Night Elf player on the bottom left hand side of the map. Meanwhile, JN playing under the pseudonym, alias, whatever you want to call it, of Soapwater over here on the top right. I guess I can call them bubbles too, right? Soapwater, bubbles. Okay, let's take a look at the strategies now, as we do see a militia already making its way across the map. Now, you may be wondering what this militia is doing. It is placing down a scout farm. Farms very, very effective at keeping track of Night Elf players, just because they don't have anything early in their arsenal that does a good amount of damage to fortified buildings. Heroes are reduced damage. Also, archers are reduced damage as well. And that farm will just be able to keep track and keep tabs on the inside of this base. It's essentially, I guess, a scanner sweep or reveal for as long as that is in there. If the archers, if the hero tries to take down the farm will just end up delaying a lot of creeping, and then there's more resources lost there in addition to experience. Ancient of War now coming into play off over here in, Ancient of War has been completed. Altar of Elders now going down, so it looks as though it may be another Tavern hero. Now, Game 2 did have the Warden first, and the Warden was a very, very strong hero of choice, but that only really works on Amazonia, a map where it's very, very easy to get around. There's a lot of good creep locations. This map, not nearly as much, as the map is smaller. We all saw the importance of getting to level 6 on that Warden, as the Altar of Elders is still being built off here. Now, the Archmage should be coming out momentarily. Where will it try to militia creep out? It could try to either go here or try to go here. Both are viable options, as we see a little bit of a scuffle in the center. Tavern, are we going to see a Dark Ranger, or is it once again just going to be the Beastmaster? And yep, Dark Ranger, here we go. Black Arrow will be teched most likely, and now this is where the Dark Ranger shines. The Dark Ranger absolutely shines in this situation, as she creeps out incredibly fast, and then she grows an ever growing army. You can see the damage being dealt there. Skeletal minions now coming in. A skeletal minion trying to block off over here, as another rogue coming in. This archer needs to back off, as we see another skeletal minion will be dropping down. Cloak of Shadows, most useless item. Actually, no, the Dark Ranger can actually use it here for Shadow Meld, so she will be able to hide alongside the rest of her units as a Tome of Intelligence is dropped once more. Primary agility hero, even though the Tome of Intelligence will help give her a little bit more mana, and we are going to see this Dark Ranger get very strong very quickly. Alright, Lightning Shield, more damage being dealt. Archer now just pulling back away here. And here we go. The Dark Ranger, now very low on mana, should actually be considerate about how much mana that she has. May actually want to revisit a Moonwell here in just a moment, but may not actually get much of anything. There you have it. The Dark Ranger sitting at 159 and not picking up a Circlet of Nobility. Apparently, not only do professional Warcraft 3 players not like to read, they don't like to accessorize with circlets. Dark Ranger now coming back in off over here. Boot of Speed, as we are going to be seeing a bit of an engagement. Footmen most likely are teching defend already. No defend just quite yet, as the units are chasing. Here you go. At JN running way too close into that battle, as we now see, oh, the skeletal minion. One more shot. There it goes. But that is also taking a lot of damage on this Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger now backing away, as the units are now going to perhaps be coming back home. Dark Ranger sitting at level 2. There is one skeletal minion following behind, as we see skeletal minions pushing into the main base here. JN being forced to call militia over. Dark Ranger just causing a little bit of problems, but not going to be able to do much harassment at all, since all the archers are away. JN gonna lose. The human player gonna lose his scouting farm. Dark Ranger sitting at level 2 has not yet gotten Siphon Life or Silence as of yet, as the Dark Ranger should be looking to try and creep out additional creep camps. What is happening now? The Dark Ranger now finally making her way over. Gonna get some additional Moonwell juice. pick up the Circlet of Nobility now that she realized that she never got it, now making her way off to the north. As we see, Footman, Water Elemental is now going in for a bit of an engagement. This is not going to be good news at all. This one archer running all the way back, and what are all these archers doing? They can just turn around and take down the Water Elemental. Down goes the Water Elemental there. This archer now needs to do a little bit of a leg race. Will it be able to? Yes, is able to get away in time as the Dark Ranger does get a final shot off there. This is not going to be good for JN. The human player cannot afford to allow so many of his units to get taken down only to turn against him. The Dark Ranger now continuing that push around, and this one Dark Ranger very low on hit points. Is it going to go after the Footman? Yes, it will, and should be able to chase it down pretty easily. It's down to 64 hit points. Dark Ranger should get off 2 shots. There's one more shot will do it. Oh, there you go. Not turning off the ability there, as the archers are now wandering around. This is not a good place for them. One archer will get taken down here, so both sides doing a little bit of an exchange, as we do see what is this? Ancient of Wonders, Hunter's Hall, and a Moonwell now being constructed. Dark Ranger sitting at level 2 should be dropping the Circlet of Nobility, drinking that Moonwell juice, and then trying to pick it back up. This is not a good play at all, as the Archmage still coming in here pretty strong. Level 3 on that Archmage. Level 2 on the Dark Ranger. She needs a little bit more. There you go. Drops the Circuit of Nobility. And now we could see a turnaround and attack again. Alright, that Water Elemental will be coming into play. Here's a Goblin Shredder by JN. A lot of pressure, but we can see that the Naga Sea Witch is coming back around. Footman taking a lot of damage here, as the archers, you can see how fast a Goblin Shredder shredded through that archer there. It looked like it had a good amount of life, only to get taken down in a single blow. Naga Sea Witch now coming in. Naga Sea Witch taking a lot of damage. This is not good for the Naga Sea Witch. Is it going to be enough as the Naga Sea Witch tries to get away? Is it going to be able to get away down to 44 hit points? And the Archmage with a potion of healing looks like it'll come out ahead. There it is. And now the Dark Ranger in trouble. What is happening here? Naga Sea Witch is in trouble as well. Both heroes look like it will get taken down. Dark Ranger now backing off once more. Potion of healing being quaffed at just the right moment. But that Dark Ranger is now stuck. What is going to happen to this Dark Ranger now, making her way back off to the north? Naga Sea Witch trying to scuffle around. Is the Dark Ranger going to get enough hit points to perhaps get to level 3? Bad positioning there. Naga Sea Witch now gets a potion of healing, and both of them are in a little bit of a reprieve. But the Goblin Shredder, with its 34 to 61 damage, just really took down and shredded through a lot of those archers early on. Ancient of War now attempting to back away. Let's see what will be happening here as the Naga Sea Witch comes in together, trying to focus down the Goblin Shredder. Naga Sea Witch, there's a detonation. Level 2 on level 2 Black Dark Arrow could be coming in here as the Goblin Shredder, a new Goblin Shredder being brought in. Wow, a new Goblin Shredder being brought in as now more Moonwells being constructed. We are now seeing at 21 over 30. This archer may get taken down as the cold arrows and all the arrows are coming in together. All right, what's happening here? The Dark Ranger down to 91 hit points. Does have Siphon Life. Could just catch up to that Archmage and then try to siphon the life away. But no, perhaps the Dark Ranger is going to regenerate hit points somewhere else. Tree of Life eating slowly through this timber line here and will start to creep out these rock golems. You can see more attacks coming into play. The Dark Minion seen at 15 to 17 hit points. All right, here's the attack. There's the damage being dealt. The Dark Ranger has to be careful. Down to 75 hit points. Down to 52. Now backs away once more. Goblin sappers do not find their target as the units are now backing off again. I am still surprised that the Dark Ranger is not, I repeat, not getting Siphon Life in order to creep out and also regenerate the hit points on that Dark Ranger. The Dark Ranger, did it actually get the ability yet? Okay, I don't know. Maybe it in fact has. You can see that there is one footman down here, and now more footmen making their way over. That's going to be a very, very sad day as the skeleton is replaced. The Dark Minion, now let's take a look. Tree of Life, Ancient of War now coming into position, and this expansion may get up and running as the Dark Ranger goes after all of these mud golems. All right, Tree of Life getting into position. Perhaps it will root itself. It does take some time for a Tree of Life to entangle a gold mine as it starts the job already. In comes the Beastmaster, though, coming in for the counterattack. Dark Ranger sitting at, or Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 2. Dark Ranger sitting at level 3 as the Bear now coming in. The Bear, actually the first unit of choice, as a Staff of Preservation saves the Naga Sea Witch. But for how long? Let's see this attack continue to come in. The Naga Sea Witch does have a potion of healing. There's a Fork Lightning as we see the Ancient of Lores gonna get taken down. The Naga Sea Witch has a potion of healing. Is it gonna stay alive? Yes, it does quaff it just in time. Both sides fighting it out once more. Mass detonations coming in as another water elemental bites the dust. Naga Sea Witch now just trying to go after and take down some footmen. There it goes, another dark minion coming into play, and it's really all been about skeletal minions throughout this game. Here you go. Troll Trappers will fall. Two quick skeletal minions are now out. As what are we gonna have here? The Naga Sea Witch hiding back around. Is it gonna be able to slip through at all? That is the question. Naga Sea Witch now hiding in the back. Staff of Preservation saves it. Scroll of Town Portal may need to be utilized in order to get the heck out of here, and yes, it does. Down to 48 hit points in order to get away. Tree of Life now needs to perhaps stop training Wisp in order to at least fight back, but that is not going to be happening anytime soon. Level 4 now on the Archmage as the Tree of Life down to 600 hit points. In comes the units now. Are we going to see perhaps an uprooted? No, we are not. The footmen are going to fall. Damage is being dealt. Skeletal minions are being added. Another one goes down here. The Tree of Life will get taken down, and the Archmage may be forced to actually scroll a town portal out. A lot of footmen taken down here, as still the Dryad, and what is this? The Archmage down to 500 hit points. The Bear going after the Dryad. The Dryad should just back away, and if we just see a lot of Dryads with Abolish Magic, then the Dryads will be able to simply own all of the summons pretty quickly. Bear now low on time life, not going to come in. Oh, Goblin Sapper waiting for the detonation. Oh, there it goes. Takes down another 2 Moonwells pretty much. And there it goes. Not going well at all. Meanwhile, Naga Sea Witch and Dark Ranger will get to level 4 here in just a moment. Naga Sea Witch going to be perhaps picking up the Mantle of Intelligence for a little bit more damage. There, level 4, level 3 on these heroes. Meanwhile, a level 1 and a level 4 as the Dryads are still training up more, or still getting trained up more. Oh my goodness, this is still a strange strategy as the Beastmaster does get taken down. There's a Sapper there. Bear now going to get taken down pretty quickly as the Naga Sea Witch has not yet figured out what her level 3 skill will be. The Bear now able to get away. Is it going to be able to get away? Yes, it looks like it will be able to get away. Cold Arrow, making sure no more running. Down it goes. And we see the Dark Ranger sitting at level 4. Clarity Potion, no potion of healing, doesn't really need that much mana. Perhaps going to give it to the Naga Sea Witch instead, who is sitting at 170 over 465. Yeah, most likely will get transferred. Yep, there you go. And Naga Sea Witch with more mana is always very, very deadly. Let's come across here. Knights now on the field. Wow. Knights, a perfect transition coming in from JN. We are at Castle. Knights on the field. Are we going to get Animal War Training? This is all looking really good as the Dark Ranger now pulling back here. Both sides still fighting it out. Dark Ranger trying to go after the Paladin, as the Paladin is the weakest link in the human tri-hero at this stage. But a Holy Light on the Dark Ranger almost takes it down. Wow, what a huge play there. Staff of Preservation to save the Dark Ranger. Naga Sea Witch, and they're most likely just looking for that Dark Ranger, realizing that it's not there. Dark Ranger now back at home, trying to rejoin in on this fight. Tree of Life should be entangling that gold mine. Naga Sea Witch taken down at level 3, as the Dark Ranger now going to regroup. Nope, going to say GG as JN takes the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.